like that again.
Caroline, it's fantastic to see you back. Just try and sum up the emotions of coming back to Scotland and being back here in camp.
Yeah, honestly, it feels amazing to be back. I've been looking forward to this for the last couple of weeks. You know, I had my eye kind of on these fixtures way back when I first got injured. It felt like such a long time away, but here we are, just so happy to be back, you know, with the team in Scotland as well, wearing the tracksuit. It's just, yeah, it feels great.
And the suns came out for you today as well. You've been such a mainstay in this squad for such a long time. Just how hard has it been being away?
Yeah, it's been tough. You know, unfortunately, such a long injury, such a long process, many ups and downs, but I feel fortunate that I had lots of good people around me, and the rehab went as smoothly as it probably could have gone up to this point. So yeah, I'm just like really enjoying being back and training and playing matches, and you know, to represent Scotland, that is, you know, it's the highlight for me. So to miss out on a year of Scotland games was really tough, but the team has really grown in that time. I can see that. I was watching the games, and yeah, I feel like coming into this camp, massive games, but I feel like we're ready for them.
How much has this time away from the game, not just from Scotland but football generally, how much has it changed your perspective on the game and being back involved now?
Yeah, I think, you know, you have no choice but to have your perspective changed a little bit. You know, I'd never really had time injured at all. You know, Max was probably like 2 weeks out with little, you know, niggles, nothing serious, and then to go from that to having, you know, a serious knee injury and operation, it was a shock. I didn't know how I was going to deal with it, didn't know what to expect in the rehab. I didn't really know what rehab was really, which sounds silly, but I honestly didn't have a clue what I was in for, which is probably a good thing because it was tough. There were some tough moments, but at the same time there were some good moments too. You know, I had time away from football and maybe more time to see family and do other things. So that was nice, but no, I missed it a lot. I especially missed playing for Scotland, and yeah, it was a long year.
Does it kind of make you relish as well coming back in now? Do you feel different to the player that left a year ago?
I think so, yeah. I feel that I'm just appreciating things a little bit more than before, and the way the game has gone, the scheduling for the last 4 or 5 years, and especially last year for me, going to Madrid and playing like a 50-game season before I was injured and then starting a new season, like it was a lot of football. And you do just kind of go from game to game without really thinking too much about it. Whereas now I'm like, every single game, I'm just like buzzing to be there and to be around the team. That's a big one because rehab's a lonely place, and when I was doing rehab, a lot of the time my schedule didn't match with the team, so I was really in the gym by myself quite a lot. So just to be around the team and in that team environment, that's something I really missed. So yeah, I'm happy to be back in amongst all the banter again.
We go into these games as a group with 5 wins behind us, a really impressive qualification run. What was it like for you watching those games from afar?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was great to see the team doing well. You know, I was, especially this last campaign, I thought the team had gone up a level in the way that they were trying to play, in the way they were approaching games and dealing with the moments. I thought like I could see a change, and I don't know if that's just experience or being together, being with the coaching staff, you know, for longer. So I really enjoyed just seeing the team progress, and obviously then to make these playoffs in the way we did, it gives us great confidence coming into these games. And like I said before, I just feel like the team is in a good spot. Like I feel like we're ready. And yeah, we're just excited to get going on Friday.
And your comeback coincides with some really important games, like you say. How motivational is it knowing how much these games mean?
Yeah, I think for me it's really come at a good time. You know, we didn't have the September camp, which we usually had. That might have been a little bit too early to have these games, but I've played 9 or 10 games with Real Madrid, big games too, Champions League and the Madrid derby the other week. So I've been involved in some big matches already, which is great, and that just makes me feel more ready. It gives me the confidence as well to know that I can kind of be at that level. So yeah, the games don't get bigger than this for us, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here and playing them, hopefully.
And you've already bagged a few goals at club since your return, not just any goals, one absolutely sensational strike as well. Coming back and scoring for you as a player, does that give you kind of more confidence coming back in that you are back?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. I think there's through the rehab, when you can't walk, you're like, how the heck am I going to be able to score a goal? You do have those anxieties and concerns, like how am I going to get to that level? But it is a process and you have to trust it, and that's what I've done. And to have those moments, which that's what I love and that's what I try to make happen, is scoring goals and creating things. So those moments definitely give me confidence, and it's just about doing them consistently again and trying to help the team win. So yeah, it was really enjoyable to score, and also to score against Celtic. Yeah, it was good.
And hopefully many more of those moments to come, no less. In the next 2 games, we do have the return leg at Easter Road next week against Hungary. How much will it mean to you to potentially run out at Easter Road?
Yeah, it's class. I mean, Hibs obviously, I have a great history with Hibs. That's where I kind of grew up. My teenage years going through the Hibs team. So to play at Easter Road, I think I've only played there maybe once before. And it's such a class stadium as well. It's perfect for us. Being in Edinburgh and it being close to Dunfermline, I know a lot of my family and friends are going to come over for it. So I'm super excited. It's hopefully going to be a good game, and we're going to be ready for it again.